Hello, everyone. My name is Joseph Ainabalazi. I'm the founder at Hope Foundation Uganda, which is a local charity community-based organization, stroke company, limited by guarantee, meaning no share capital with their register of companies. We are certified and permitted by the local government for operation under registration number 016. We are located in Central Ward, Boma Town Council, Kanungu District. That's where our current operation is. And along Bwin Impenetrable National Road, opposite Bwin Guest House. You can look at us or you can find us there. That's where our offices are located. We have been in existence since 2021 in April when we registered and we are permitted for operations. So we have been working. We have our own constitution that manages our organization as one of the requirements that we use before we go ahead um, for registration and all such kind of things. And we have been trying to do our best to transform communities, to touch lives, to conserve our environment, to do through our child education program, through our training and empowerment program, and through our plastic recycling program. However, at the times, not everything is always on a smart line, or I can say that everything comes on a silver plate. We get ups and downs because of lack of more partnerships, collaborations with funding with other maybe funding organizations or individuals who are ready and who are willing to support us and raise funds for us, and we can make it a point in our operations. Hope Foundation Uganda have been working under a mission creating literate poverty-free communities. Our mission it is creating literate poverty-free communities and bridging the gap between man and nature. Our vision is that to have communities which are self-reliant and which can live in harmony with man, with nature. That's wildlife and other and our environment. So we looking at that, we are so sure that man can be self-reliant. And to create that, where things are not yet in a standard, where we are still living under the poverty line, we believe that when we support our children in education, the generation that is coming right now, through helping them access their education, access library, access schools, be able to attend teachers, be able to access technology like computers and other sort of things. And we are so sure that we shall create this kind of the generation that we have always ought to have, that can be able to understand, can be able to maneuver and work along the clock to create the future that we really want and they really want for themselves in case. So that's under the child education program. Child education program works in the sense that we help seek sponsorship for the kids, for the children, mostly the needy, vulnerable, and orphan children. We help them find sponsorship for them and who can help them be in school. Not only that, we also support schools where these kids attend education from, with like desks where kids sit when they are in learning sessions, scholastic materials, books, pens, pencils, textbooks for these kids that they can use while they're at school. We have also been able to say that we can provide uniforms for most of those ones who are sponsored through their sponsorship fund, their sponsorship fee. When you sponsor a kid with Hope Foundation Uganda, that fee goes does a lot of things. One of them, it is fees for payment for exams, payment for their scholastic materials, payment for food while at school, and payment for uniform. Those all kind of stuff, they are counted under the fee that you pay as a sponsor when you're taking a child at school. So that's something that is pretty very good, because a child cannot go at school without food, cannot live the whole day at school without food. The child cannot be at school without uniform. Will be looking old man out. So that's something that is not really right on our side. So that's why when we are planning and making these simple calculations based on the schools where these kids go attend, that's why we say that we have to pay this amount. So that's how the amount is scattered, that's how the amount is divided that you pay for these kids. And for our friends who have always supported us on the separate side, they say maybe my fund, I want to support the school with desks. When you buy desks, we go immediately and procure those desks for the school and we take them. Then later on, we do reports for the funds that you have given to us. Nextly, about that is that still in the schools, it depends sometimes to the donor's wish when you really want to do something, and maybe when you really want to say, I want to give them a construction, I want to give them a building, I want to construct for them a kitchen, I want to construct a classroom, I want to do any kind of stuff. Through Hope Foundation Uganda, we help procure that and we help you put it into existence through our efforts and our hardworking staff. We are so delighted about that, and we call upon you. Maybe you can join us, you can join hands with us. Our future plan for this is that one day we shall be able to bring all the kids together. We shall be able to construct a kids center, a children's center, which will have to accommodate these kids to access the free learning, to access the free scholastics, to access free library. If they cannot, if we can do this, I mean, if we can do this, kids will be able to access free library. Kids will be able to access some trained teachers who can take them during their non-class time, like they can come over. So we are planning this one. I think it's in our proposal. We are planning about this one to see how we can be able to start up or construct our own Hope Foundation Uganda Resource Center. This resource center will be accommodating all of those ones. We shall be having a kids library. We shall be having a kids computer center. We shall be having a kids training center where they will be able to exercise, to do at least some culture and have fun. So we really look up to that. Not only that, under the training and empowerment program, it is basically looking at eradication of hunger and poverty within our communities, mostly within the single-headed families where women are the leaders, and also these people who have been involved in hunting, maybe poaching, maybe, and they want a renewable source of living. They want to alternate their source of living. So as Hope Foundation Uganda, we are working around the clock. So as that we can be able to bring these people after the construction of Hope Foundation Uganda Center, our resource center, that one will help us to accommodate these people through the training. We shall be able to do this kind of trainings. We shall be able to, at least in handcraft, in sewing, and their products, we shall be able to market them. Maybe you or us or everyone, or in our working together, we shall be able to sell their products. And selling their products, which means we shall be able to source some funds. When we source some funds, we shall be able to pay them. At the end of the day, they will be able to be certified, given certificates of training by the industrial trainers. This one, which means that they can be able to pursue anything that they have learned. When we do sewing, when we do handcraft making, when we do bakery, when we do agriculture, that's something very important and very vital, since they'll be able to make food, to learn how to do food, how to grow food and put food on the tables. Maybe we can be able to provide for them extension services. Not only that, we can be able to profile them, and we know that these ones, they are our people, and we can keep on reaching out. Maybe we coordinate them to other financial institutions where they can access loans and they do whatever they want to do. In that kind of doing, we are able to eradicate hunger and poverty in their families. So we really look forward to having this, and through our cooperation with you, through working together, through joining efforts, this is something that we can achieve. Nextly, when I talk about the conservation program, all these programs that I've been talking about, the child education, the training and empowerment program, they all look at conservation. When you look at the training and empowerment program. When you train the reform poachers, you give them an alternative source of living other than going for hunting, other than going to for hunting wildlife or food. When they are able to grow their own food at home, when they're able to grow their own fruits at home, still they can get what they want. Uh, when I talk about the conservation program, we deal in wildlife conservation, we deal in water conservation. When we are able to conserve these waters, when we're able to conserve our water sources, when we're able to conserve wildlife, when we're able to conserve nature, it is something that comes back to us. Hope Foundation Uganda, it is giving hope for the future, hope for the todays, providing hope, giving hope to the people, knowing that today they are living and tomorrow they will have chance to live again with the standard, creating the environment that these people want to live in, creating the environment for our kids, for our grandchildren, for the next generation, for today's generation. So Hope Foundation Uganda does not statistically say that we are doing this for today and it is going to fall off. In our sustainability plan, we look at that. We look at the way that we can do things and look at the way that we can transform things to have the best out of them. So, under our conservation program, conserving our nature, bridging up the gap between man and nature, it looks at basically when we are at providing alternative source of living for man, and not only that, doing things that will help us conserve the nature, like one we can say tree growing, tree planting, establishment of tree nursery beds. That one will help us in providing an alternative source of wood. People have been approaching forests, they end up killing animals, they end up putting down all the forests. At least now they can be able to plant their own trees and they make their own charcoal, or they make their own fuel out of the wood that they have, the trees they have planted for themselves. Not only that, you can look at water conservation, mostly at the otters. In Uganda, mostly here in the Southwestern, we have the African forest otters, and we have neck spotted otters. The neck spotted otters, they are found in Lake Bunyonyi. Then the African forest otters, they are found in Lake Mutanda. Though it's rare to find them, to look at them. Unlike in Lake Bunyonyi, it's very easy. You can easily spot them, though they are so fast and they don't like exposing themselves. And you find that these animals, they have been influenced by dumping plastics, this kind of plastics. Someone finishes to use the plastic and they do what? They dump them anywhere. After dumping them anywhere, maybe in the river streams, maybe maybe they just deposit them there, but because they are so light, when they don't have water, they are still again carried off by wind and they can be destroyed and they can be deposited again in the lakes. So you find that these plastics, they are not only hindering the animals, but they are also hindering us as human beings. People, mostly people who eat fish, people who eat aquatic animals, you find them, they ate them. After eating them, 95% of them which die, they die because of the plastics, and they are destroying their homesteads. And then us, we also eat them. Through that indirect eating of them, we have also eaten the plastics that we don't know. The continuous accumulation of them will result in two diseases. You find that we also have cancer. So Hope Foundation Uganda, it is basically looking at how can we overcome this. When our plastic program, it is recycling. When we recycle these plastics, we can be able, our mission for this, our mission for this, it is to fabricate them. After fabricating them, we can be able to sell them to users, to create a circular economy. Because when we say that we are going to add cement and other kind of stuff like that, you find that this plastic will no longer be separate from cement. Or else we use them to construct maybe water tanks. These are the reservoirs that, like during these seasons where climate has changed completely, you find that we're having prolonged drought. But when we have constructed water tanks using these waste materials, we can be able to reserve water during hot days. So I really think that this is something very vital for us as Hope Foundation Uganda and for the generations to come. So with that, that's what we are actually doing. That's what we actually want to do. So our main program right now, we are looking for funds to help us construct Hope Foundation Uganda Resource Center. The Resource Center will have space for training, for handcraft making, we'll have space for the library, we'll have space for culture, we'll have space to accommodate trainers who will come to train these people. We'll have space for the kids, we'll have space for the elders who will be involved within this project. So please, we really call upon you so that you can help us have this. This one will help us a lot in implementation of our programs to avoid scattered efforts. Then we shall be able to bring this efforts together to make sure that this one is achieved. So for anything and for more information that you would want to know about Hope Foundation Uganda, please, you can visit our YouTube channel. It is at Hope Foundation Uganda. You go there, you see more of our videos, more of our works that we have been doing. And for still more other information, you can go on our Facebook page. It is at Hope Foundation UG. You can get all the information that we have and what we have been doing since from the start and up to date. And for other social account, maybe you can use our Insta. You can go and check on our Instagram. Those ones who use Instagram, you can check at us. You can find there. We're also in the same name as Hope Foundation Uganda. So thank you very much. We really look forward to receiving your support, working together, making sure that we can do a difference. Our logo, it's on our bronchioles. If you look at this, or if you've seen our bronchiole somewhere, this is our logo. This is our logo. Hope Foundation Uganda. You can see our mission is there, and you can see some of our programs. They are really included here, and you can check, and if you want one, we can share with you. You can see our background this side. So that's where our background is. You can, when you turn here, you shall see the child education program, the conservation program, the training and empowerment program. Formerly during COVID time, we even had the relief food support. This one comes in times of emergency where people need us more. So we use it to do it, supporting single families in food, supporting them with food. So this is our bronchiole. For those ones who will want me to share with you the soft copy, I can share with you the soft copy. You can read through. We receive scholastic materials from friends. We receive scholastic materials from schools. If schools, when you're able to partner with schools, when you're able to partner with churches, lotteries, that's something very important for us that we can be able to accomplish most of our activities. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you very much for watching this video. I remain Joseph Babazi, founder and managing director at Hope Foundation Uganda. Thank you very much. For any time when you want to visit us, for any time when you want to contact us, you can visit us through our email address. It is Hope Foundation UGA4@gmail.com. Hope Foundation UGA4@gmail.com. Hope Foundation UGA4@gmail.com. That's our email address. Or maybe my personal email address. It's inembabasjoseph266@gmail.com. So you can contact us through any of those contacts, or either WhatsApp. For those ones who use WhatsApp, I have my personal. We have WhatsApp number, office number, that you can still contact. You can get. You can link up with us. +256 771408 +256 771408. You can link up with us there, or you can, when you have luggages to send or something that you want to reach to us, you can send it through our box, our mail box. That is PO Box 77 Chikanugu. We are so glad. I'm happy to share with you more about Hope Foundation Uganda. Anytime when you really want to reach out to us. We shall always be ready and shall always be glad to share with you. Thank you very much. Big ups. Be blessed for the rest of the week and success in your works. We really look forward to working with you and having the cooperation that we have always hoped to have. Thank you.